7 signs your cat believes you're an idiot, but loves you regardless. Cats have always been enigmatic creatures, capturing the fascination of humans for centuries. From their independent nature to their mysterious behaviors, we often wonder what they truly think of us. While they may not speak our language, their actions sometimes suggest that they have some interesting opinions about their human companions. One question that often arises is, does my cat think I'm an idiot? It's an amusing thought, but the reality is that while your cat may have moments of disbelief at your actions, they still love you. This article will explore 7 signs your cat thinks you are an idiot, but they put up with it because they love you, and help you decode their curious behaviors. 2. Cats' unique perspective on humans. Cats don't perceive the world in the same way humans do, and their interactions with us can sometimes be confusing. From their point of view, we are large, awkward creatures who don't always understand the subtleties of feline communication. But despite this, they tolerate us. Their perception of us is shaped by their instincts, behaviors, and long history as both solitary hunters and domesticated companions. To understand their quirks, we need to explore the fascinating way cats view their human counterparts. 3. The first sign. They give you the look. One of the most telltale signs that your cat might think you're not the sharpest tool in the shed is when they give you the look. This expression, a blend of judgment and amusement, often comes when you do something that, in their eyes, defies logic, such as moving their favorite spot on the couch or failing to open the door fast enough. What the look means in feline language. The look is more than just a facial expression, it's a complete communication gesture. Cats use subtle cues like narrowed eyes, tilted heads, or slow blinks to express their feelings. When your cat gives you this gaze, it's as if they're saying, "Really? You can't figure this out?" Understanding cat body language and facial expressions. Decoding your cat's expressions can help you better understand what they think of you. Their body language, from twitching tails to pointed ears, speaks volumes. A flick of the tail, for example, often signals impatience, while half-closed eyes suggest relaxation, or, in this case, slight disappointment. 4. The second sign. They walk away when you call. We've all experienced this. You call your cat's name, and they simply walk away, completely indifferent. It can feel like they're purposefully ignoring you, and in some ways, they are. Cats are highly selective when it comes to listening to humans, and this behavior often suggests they don't see you as the authoritative figure you might think you are. Why cats choose to ignore you? Unlike dogs, cats have not been bred to respond to commands, and they maintain a level of independence that often comes off as defiance. When they walk away as you call, it's not because they don't hear you, it's because they choose not to acknowledge your request. The power of selective listening. Selective listening is a hallmark of cat behavior. They know when you're calling them, but they'll only respond when it suits them. This often leaves us feeling ignored, but it's their way of reminding us who's really in charge. 5. The third sign. They bring you gifts. You don't want. Cats are natural hunters, and one of their ways of showing affection, or possibly hinting at your incompetence as a hunter, is by bringing you gifts, like dead mice, birds, or even bugs. While these offerings might be unappealing to you, in their world, it's a show of generosity or an attempt to teach you how to hunt. Decoding the meaning behind unwanted presents. When your cat drops a half-eaten mouse at your feet, it's not just a gross surprise. It's their way of saying, "Look, I've done something useful. You could learn from this." They might be questioning your ability to provide for yourself in the wild. The hunting instinct and its connection to you. This behavior is deeply rooted in a cat's hunting instinct. Even though they've adapted to domestic life, they still retain these predatory behaviors. Bringing you a gift shows that they care about you, even if it's in a way that makes you cringe. 6. The fourth sign. They knock things off the table. If you've ever watched your cat deliberately knock something off a table, you might have wondered if they're doing it just to test your patience. This mischievous behavior is common in cats, and while it might seem playful, it often indicates that they find our attachment to objects amusing or baffling. The mischievous side of your cat. Cats are curious creatures, and their desire to explore and manipulate objects around them can lead to some rather destructive behavior. But when they casually swat your favorite mug off the counter, it can feel like they're testing your reaction or even seeing how far they can push you. Why cats love to test boundaries. Cats are natural boundary testers. They're independent by nature, and part of that independence involves seeing what they can get away with. When they knock things over, it's a combination of curiosity, entertainment, and maybe even a little bit of sass. 7. The fifth sign. They sit on what you're doing. Ever notice how your cat always seems to find the exact spot you're focused on, whether it's your laptop, a book, or paperwork, and decide to sit right on top of it? This behavior isn't just about wanting attention, it's your cat's way of asserting their dominance and reminding you that their needs come first. How cats demand attention at inconvenient times. Cats love attention, but they want it on their terms. Sitting on your work is their way of saying, "Hey, I'm more important than whatever you're doing right now." It's a subtle, or not so subtle, reminder of who really runs the show. Interpreting their attempts to interrupt you, while this can be frustrating, it's also a sign that your cat wants to be close to you. They don't understand why you're so focused on a screen or a piece of paper when you could be petting them instead. To them, your priorities seem a bit skewed.